Surviving my second baby daddy, part 11. I came to this app to be transparent so I can actually help people who are actually going through this or have gone through it, right? I never said I was perfect. If you know me, I hold myself accountable all the time. I always speak about my wrongdoing in every situation, because who is it helping for me to pretend like I am just perfect? Now, luckily, I don't really receive hate on my videos, but I know there are certain comments where I feel like you probably don't understand what it's like to be in an abusive relationship, or why this happened, or why that happened. I absolutely was in a trauma bond. I absolutely went back for sex a couple times, for attention a couple times, for comfort a couple times, for company a couple times to my abuser, because that's what happens when you're in an abusive relationship and you're in a trauma bond. It's just inevitable. You're gonna go back a million times until you are physically ready to leave. That's just what it is. Look it up. I'm not here to give a fucking psychology crash course. When it comes to the money, people are like, oh, why isn't he in jail? Oh, did you get your money back? No, I didn't get my money back. I didn't get my money back from any other time except the time that he used Uber, DoorDash, and all the services. They refunded me. And then I filed a police report. And you know what they told me? Even with the proof that I have of him admitting it, everything I had that literally showed it was him. They said I had to wait 3 to 5 business days for a police report. Then I had to take the police report to the courthouse and file a motion, which costs money, to then file a civil matter. I'm not doing that. That's mad work. Like, this is a fucking joke. Like, I'm sorry, but I have mad shit going on. You see what I'm going through. Why the fuck do I have time to keep going to court? It's mentally exhausting. When it came to why he's not in jail, look at what happens. I call the police, or somebody calls the police. He gets locked up. He gets out 2 to 3 days later, and then they have a court date, and then they give him counseling. You know what I'm saying? Like, how am I supposed to break free and actually do something about it when he gets released 2 to 3 days later and I still live in the same spot, and he comes to my house and does the whole fucking abusive manipulation tactic, and I fall right back into the cycle? They don't give domestic violence victims any time to find a new place to live, to move, to get away. Like, the fuck? And every single time he got out very quickly. So what do you want me to do? And even when he got in trouble, it was like, oh, counseling. There's no real consequence. So after a while, I got tired of going to the police, because how many times am I going to go to the police and them not take it serious? There was one time that was the time that he took my wallet, my keys, and everything. They're like, oh, well, we have a warrant for him, but we can't just go pick him up. I said, why? Oh, because he's in a different city. So call them and tell them to pick up. Oh, we can't just do that. So then what am I here for? If you guys are literally saying I have proof he did something wrong, he committed a crime, you have a warrant, but you're not going to go get him even though you know where he is. Like, it's a joke. At a certain point, people stop calling the police. And it's really fucking sad, because I've never been a police hater. I've never been a person that doesn't believe in the justice system. But after these situations, like, it's kind of hard to, like, trust in the police. So back to the story. After that happened, I'm arguing with the guy, and I'm like, why would you do that? Like, why would you go and come into his building and piss? Like, nobody told you to do that. And he's like, I know nobody told me to do that. My anger got the best of me. I thought y'all was fighting. I'm like, yes, we were, but I was definitely handling it. The fuck? Like, I don't, like, this is like now mad extra shit. So of course my baby daddy, this is his perfect chance to be a victim. So now it's, I set him up, whatever. Like, honestly, I know I didn't. I'm not worried about it. And obviously I'm here with no convictions, no charges, because I did not set him up, because you know what I'm saying? Because that's not what happened. And they tried to take me to court about it or whatever, but nothing stuck because I have no involvement. The fuck? So that's cool, like, whatever. So after that, obviously we were beefing and whatever. We end up, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was October. Hold on. So fast forward, we end up talking about it, having a conversation about it. And he's like, no, I believe you. Like, I believe that you wouldn't have said. I'm like, I swear, like, I would never do no shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? We did end up having a conversation about it. We did reconnect for a little bit. So he had went to the police about it. Obviously, you got pistol whipped. Like, he's a cop caller anyway. Like, he's the biggest abuser, but the first one to cop call if a man presses him. So he went to the police, right? So he was coercing me to drop the charges against him, to have them drop the charges against him, and he won't pursue against me. And at the time, he was manipulating me and coercing me and saying that, I have a video of you, like, doing this and doing that. And I'm like, well, I know you don't, because I didn't do that. But he was trying to pursue charges against me, and obviously like I haven't been in trouble. I don't want to be in trouble. So he manipulated me so hard to believe that he has like all this, he has everything that made it look like I was involved in setting him up to be pistol whipped. So he said, I'll drop those charges if you drop the charges against me for abuse. So I'm like, this is crazy. I said, I didn't set you up. I know I didn't. So honestly, we went to the court for him first, and he went to the prosecutor and told the prosecutor that I never, I didn't set him up. Like, that wasn't me. But I personally didn't go drop the charges against him, because I know for a fact I did not set you up. But obviously, like, I'm not gonna tell him that I'm not gonna do it, because fuck you. Like, fuck you. Because that's the only leg he had to stand on, was that he got pistol whipped. And it did look bad. And I'm the first one to say it looked bad. Like, how did I show up there and, you know, I get to altercation with her, and then the guy that I'm talking to comes and does that? Like, no matter what, if it's true or not, it looks bad. Like, so I was like, I'm not gonna get in trouble for something I didn't do. Like, I'm gonna protect myself first. Like, I'm not doing nothing for him. I'm gonna protect myself. So we ended up being cordial again, and like his family was like, oh, don't trust her, da da da. Shut the fuck up, like, you raggedy ass bitches. Your brother literally beat the shit out of me multiple times, stole money from me, did mad shit, and because he got pistol whipped by another man, don't trust me. Like, shut up. Like, oh my god, there's nothing that annoys me more than family who like literally acts like enables, like acts like, oh, my family member was such a victim, when they're like literally the worst human being on earth. And it was just so annoying hearing his family say that, because it's like, don't trust him. He literally beat me when I was pregnant. He tried to kill me multiple times. Like, hello? So after that, I was just like, you know what, like, I don't have nothing left in me. I just don't. So then that's when I started hanging out with that fucking raggedy ass friend group I was part of, with the tickle story, all that. And I knew them prior, but like, that was when I really started hanging out with them. And obviously, like, I was fucked up in my head. But now I was on a revenge tour. Like, I was like, you know what, and mind you, this is not right. So don't think that what I'm about to say, like, I co-sign this. This is how I thought with the mentality that I had before. So I was on a revenge tour. I'm like, I'm gonna fuck all his friends. That sounds crazy, right? No, it's not right. But I just wanted to stick it to him. Like, I just wanted to hurt him so bad. And I knew that was one of his biggest fears. Like, he would always be so worried about me fucking, and I wanted to, and I went on a revenge tour, but I didn't accomplish what I wanted to accomplish. But it definitely, even just the thought of what I already did do, didn't make me feel no better. It made me feel worse, because not because of him. I don't care if he was hurt or not. It just made me feel worse about myself, because why is this the route I'm taking to try to hurt him, when it's like making me look bad, when I can just go level up and boss up and keep doing what I'm doing, because I'm an accomplished woman. Like, I could just go be a boss and like leave him in the dust. So I got myself together real quick and was like, you know what, let me stop, because this is I'm doing too much. Like, this is weird. So I think that by December, I was ready to lock in. I was over it. I got everything out my system, and I'm like, okay, I feel better. I've healed myself. I went to therapy. In the midst of everything, like, I really, really was able to mentally, like, go nights without thinking about it, without worrying about it. And I felt genuinely better. And then that's when I ended up meeting my current boyfriend, right? And it's so funny, because I actually re-met him. I already met him before, and guess where he was? At that barbecue at my best friend's house. But at the time, he was in a relationship, and obviously I was dealing with my baby daddy issues. But I ended up re-meeting him, and I was in a place where I'm like, I'm ready to like be happy and whatever. But obviously, like, no matter what, look at everything I've been through, I obviously would carry trauma over to another relationship in some form. There's no way I went through all that and I'm just like perfectly fine. But we ended up re-meeting, and that ended up cultivating into the new year, into a relationship. Surviving my second baby daddy, part 12. So it's so funny, because once I completely cut him off, and truthfully cut him off, not being cool, not reconnecting, not even talking, when I completely went no contact, right? I had found out that he told one of the girls he was cheating on me with that he's not worried about me moving on, because nobody's gonna want me with 2 kids. He was clowning me. He was he was saying some shit where I'm like, okay, if you think nobody wants me, think that. I don't give a shit. So me and my current boyfriend start dating, and I'm explaining all this to my boyfriend, and I'm like, listen, I come with a lot of baggage. Like, this is a lot. And, you know, my boyfriend was like, I don't care, because he fucked with me long. Obviously, we still together. We have a beautiful life together at this point. But, you know, I don't think my baby daddy was ready or to really process that, like, I'm done with you, and I'm not going to talk to you as a friend. I'm not going to try. I'm moving on. And I don't think he was ready or expecting that. I don't think he was ready to accept the fact that, oh my God, she really left me alone, like in every aspect, friendship, as a human, and moved on. Like, I moved on with my life. I don't think he expected me to find a man, never mind a man that looks better than him, a man that actually has his life together, has a good job, is a good man. I'm gaining weight, I'm looking happy, I'm looking healthy, I'm glowing. Like, he definitely wasn't expecting that to happen. And he was not happy about it. Then here comes the threats, here comes the messages, here comes him acting crazy again. And I had to check him very quickly, like, I'm done with you. So the only thing we have to talk about is our child. And if you can't do that, then we can't do that. So I think he pretended for a while. I think he pretended to care about our child, and oh, like, I'll have him for the day. This man would never keep him more than a fucking day. For a couple hours. He would cry so much, like, oh, I want to see my son, I want to see my son. And then after a couple hours, oh, when are you gonna come pick him up? I got stuff to do. Don't come late because I have stuff to do. I'm sorry, you don't get to see your kid, so I would think you would want to build a bond with him. Then came the, oh, you know, I don't really care about your little relationship because I know that God destined us to be together and we're soulmates, and I know that it's in our destiny to end up together, and, you know, I really want to have another baby. How do you feel about that? Whole time. And that was when I was 6 months into my relationship. And my boyfriend was there when I had him on speaker. And my boyfriend was like, did he just ask you for another kid? Like, something is wrong with this man. And by that point, I was getting treated so good. Still am, but I'm getting treated so good. I can't even, you can't even pay me to try to remember what the fuck, who are you? That's not my baby daddy. We just related to the same kid. At that point, I wanted to disconnect so far from that time in my life and from that person that I was like really ignoring him. Like, I didn't even give a fuck. Like, he would go off on a mental break, ignored, don't care, block. He was hitting me up from different numbers. He was like, oh, like, you know, this is really hurting me. It's hurting you? Aww. I was so happy that I wasn't focused on, you know, trying to always help him, trying to save him, trying to be not. It was none of that. So I think that he started to try to pretend like he was an active father. He would send the money, he would try to see his kid for the couple hours supervised, and everything would go good. But then, like, it got to a point where I think he couldn't mask his feelings anymore, and he started to, like, break, and the mask started to fall, and he was just like started to crash out. And I'm like, I'm not sure why you're crashing out. Like, I'm in a whole relationship. Like, we're done. Like, yeah, so we've been done. But, like, the fact that I'm in a whole relationship, public, exclusive, like, I'm happy, I'm healthy, I will never revisit you again, not even as a human being. Then April comes, and we go on my boyfriend took me on a vacation to a very special place. I had a good time, and then all of a sudden, my baby daddy just drops off the face of the earth. But before that, throughout my son's entire life, like, he would threaten to sign his rights over. I want to sign my rights over. I'm going to show a picture right now. Like, what are you talking about? So basically, he don't want to be a dad unless it includes me. He did not want to be a father or even try to be a father unless we could be together, which was weird as fuck. Now, mind you, I have over 10 different messages, I believe, of him saying this in all different types of times throughout my son's life. But it's on my old phone. I have a new phone. But when I find that, obviously, once I do like a Q&A or something like that, like, I'll post it. But he said it like a million times, and it's like, okay, dude, then just do it. And I gave no reaction, like, okay, do it. Just do it. So once he completely cut off his child, like, he abandoned him, he stopped giving child support. He was only giving it for like 3 months, I think. And 3-4 months, and then he just stopped. He stopped calling, he stopped asking. And then in the summer came, and I was dating my boyfriend for now 8 months. At that time, my son got diagnosed with autism, and I tried to call my baby father and tell him, and he ignored me the whole phone call. I'm gonna reenact how he behaved. Hey, you know, I just want to let you know that Romy was diagnosed with autism. Oh my God, look at these jeans. They're $1,000 jeans I bought. Aren't they fly? Aren't they so fresh? They got rhinestones on them. I'm like, hello, do you hear what I'm saying? Hello? And he's like, you see the jeans? Aren't they nice? Look at this other shirt I got. Yeah, I got these designer jeans. And I'm like, hey, do you hear me? Like, I'm telling you that our son got diagnosed with autism. This is a very important time for everybody to come together. He's like, yeah, I got these jeans for about $500 and they're originally $1,000. I'm like, hello? Hello! Like, sorry, I don't mean to scream. But you have to understand. You have to understand. I'm literally talking to him, telling him that your son was diagnosed with autism, and he's ignoring me and showing me jeans. We're not even cool. Like, hello? So I said, you know what? Fuck this. And I hung up the phone. He's like, why you hung up? I'm like, because you hear me blatantly say, like, are you okay in the head? We all know that answer. But I'm like, you hear me talking about our son's diagnosis and you're blatantly ignoring me. Like, this is, I'm not even going to play around like this right now. So he's like, let me see my son. I'm like, what? You're not even willing to have a conversation about his diagnosis or ask any questions. Do you want me to hand this baby over? No, you're not seeing him. And then after that, he gave up. He gave up. And my boyfriend has stepped up, you know, and done everything he's supposed to do and more. Like, everything that his father was supposed to do and more. And, you know, my baby daddy's mad about it, but he does nothing about it. Like, you're mad that another man is doing your job, but at the same time, you're not willing to do your job. Then, like I've been saying, he hit me up like maybe 5 times in a whole year to see the baby. And you know what he says? There's a birthday party. I need him so I could bring him. Sorry, our son is not a prop. And even after the diagnosis, he has yet to ask one question about his diagnosis or be a part of therapy. He doesn't know where he goes to school. He doesn't know what size he is. He doesn't know what size diapers he is. He doesn't know if he has any allergies. He doesn't know any medical conditions our son has. He doesn't know anything about his diagnosis. He doesn't know what exactly he was diagnosed with as far as like the autism and like what were the details of it. He knows nothing. He doesn't know what therapies he's in. My boyfriend, mind you, okay, the special therapy school that my son goes to, where he's able to go to right now, it's $1,800 a month. Me and my boyfriend were splitting that. Like, so like, he would never hit me up to see him or to talk about him or to spend quality time with him. It was always that there was a birthday party. And I'm sorry, but our son is not a prop. He has, you know, a developmental disability, and you need to actually spend time bonding with him. You're so worried about showing up to use him as a prop. Like, look at my son, because our son is, I mean, he's beautiful. He is gorgeous, right? So he wants to go to like showcase him to a birthday party to appease other people, but you don't want to spend no quality time with him, get to know him, make sure he's comfortable around you, especially an autistic child. Like, they don't like change. You're weird, and I'm sorry, but like, all the hard work and everything I've been through, I'm not just handing my precious baby over to you. It's not happening. I told him to take me to court. If you want to see your son, take me to court. Take me to court. We'll do this the right way, but I'm not allowing you to see him. I don't trust you. You don't even help with him. You don't ask about him. I'm not handing over my autistic child to a man who has done nothing but harm me and him, basically, who never gives a fuck about him, doesn't help with him, doesn't ask questions about him. I said, you don't even know him. You want me to hand him over? And then he also said, if I bring him, I have to pack the bag. I have to give him all the supplies too. He doesn't even want to bother buying the supplies. Then I tell him, okay, can you at least give me $50 a week? No, it's going to ruin my life and set me back. Why do you want to ruin my life? You're so bitter. $50 a week? So then why are you doing what you do out on the streets if you can't even afford $50 a week for your own kid? I said, you spend more than that in 3 days on gardening. What? Then I find out he buys a brand new car, but he can't help his son or ask about his son or provide anything for his son. So basically he ended up just becoming a complete deadbeat. Like, just said, fuck it. Like, if I'm not getting this girl back, like, I don't even care about my son. And then it just ended up being me, my boyfriend, and my kids doing this life together. Surviving my second baby daddy, final part / what's going on currently / final thoughts. So like I said, he abandoned his child, and he was on the type of time, basically made it clear that like if I don't come with the baby, like if a relationship with me can't come with the baby, then he doesn't want to be a dad. So he kind of just left it at that. And my boyfriend was like, you know what, I'll step up. I'm here. I love you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm here. So let's just do this. Let's just be a family, and let's forget all this trauma. Let's get you guys in a better place. Let's find peace. And as of currently, we just recently went to court because he's trying to fight the restraining order, because I don't know if it's because he can't find a job or whatever, but I'm not letting up. We have trial in May, and that's it. And as of that, I'm not dropping it. I don't plan on dropping it. I plan on keeping it, and I plan on keep moving forward my life and keeping the peace that I have so deserved. And I also want to make clear, I didn't even include, there was a lot of stuff that I missed in the story that he did. It's just that, remember, when you have trauma like that, sometimes you block those memories out. So stuff didn't start coming to me until after I'm almost done telling the story. But just know that there's so much more shit he's done. But I don't really need to add anything else to make him look like a piece of shit, because what I had already does it. So with that being said, like, there's just nothing to keep adding on. Other than that, I also want to be transparent. I absolutely came to TikTok to make money, but it doesn't mean my story's fake. It doesn't mean that everything I'm saying isn't true. It just means that I thought about all the stuff that people have done to me, and I said, you know what? I've never seen no monetary compensation for the money I've lost, the money I've given to help people, the money that's been stolen from me, all the emotional distress. If I can tell my life story and reach people who have been through this shit and also make money while doing it, so I can put my family in a way better position, which we deserve it. We deserve it. My youngest son has autism. My older son is an amazing little boy who's well-mannered. I have a beautiful family, a great man who works very hard to be a provider for us. I mean, I work, but like, this man is a real, like, you know, he has stepped up in more ways than none. So, no, I did not come to TikTok because I'm bitter, because I'm hung up on the situation, because I'm still hurt and healing. I mean, I'll be healing for the rest of my life, if we're being honest, from that type of trauma. But other than that, no, I'm not hung up on it. I live a great life. The fuck? I will never look back. I will never look back. I came to TikTok because it's more common than not that women are going through this in silence. And maybe somebody watching my video can see, oh my God, she went through all that and like wouldn't leave, but then finally left and finally made it out and finally found peace and found a good man and is living a good life and came out on top. Some people who are in this situation could never even picture that being a possibility, and that was me. I was in that situation. I was in that abusive relationship where I thought, oh my God, I cannot live like this. Like, I'm never gonna make it out. I'm never gonna live without this person. He's always gonna be there. That's what I believed that. I told myself that. I can't picture myself without this person in my life. Even though he was hurting me, even though he was abusing me, I was stuck. I could never picture myself being the position I am today. And if one woman who's in a domestic violence situation or in an abusive relationship like that can see these videos and think, oh my God, like, she got dragged to beneath hell and back up and still made it out alive, still left and made it fine, found a good man, living a good life, got the man, got the job, got the money, got the kids, everything can fall in place, then I can do it. Okay? I want to be that relatable influencer. I want to be that influencer that you come to my page and everything is relatable. I'm just a regular, degular, schmegular girl from Jersey who has 2 piece of shit baby daddies, and I opened my fat ass mouth and told my story. I don't want you coming to my page thinking there's judgment, thinking you have to be something you're not, thinking you have to keep up, thinking that the things that I'm doing are unattainable and unrelatable. No, I want you to come to my page and be like, same, girl. Same. Okay? So I absolutely did come so that I could create a platform for myself, but off of originality, off of authenticity, off of being just me and just telling you my shitty ass life story. So if that type of content resonates with you, if you wanna see shit from a real ass bitch, then you know why you follow me. I got 14.6K because you guys relate to me, because you fuck with me, because you see what I'm talking about. And I always want to keep that. I want to keep that in mind every single time I make content. So I guess all I want to know is, like, obviously story times, I have some more things to tell you guys. But other than that, like, I definitely want to show you guys more parts of my life. I definitely want to make other content. I don't, you know what I'm saying? A lot of you guys said you want to see lifestyle content, day in a life, you know, other funny shit. I'm down for it, period. Like, you just got to tell me, what do you want to see from me? Don't put me in this box. I'm destined for greatness. You just man talking about we destined to be together. No, baby. I'm destined for greatness, and it don't include you. I was always told growing up, you're going to end up on TV, you're going to end up famous, you're funny, you have something special about you. And I believe all those things. I don't want to be famous though. I just want to be wealthy. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to provide for my family. I want to be able to put my family in a better position. And, you know, I'm willing to, at the risk of my own embarrassment of my life, do that. But at least I'm being real about it. You know what I'm saying? At least I'm being honest. So just tell me what you want to see from me. Because I'm a really cool girl and I'm fucking funny and I can be your new bestie online.